So when we started talking about rates yesterday and unit rates, we started looking at how to find unit rates. And we said the reason we use unit rates typically is to compare things and figure out where the best value or the best deal is. So how many of you have ever been to the store with a family member and you've seen the same item being sold in different size packages? Cereal is a great example. I can buy a regular box of cereal. I can buy those little mini boxes. I can buy the value box of cereal. I can buy the family size box of cereal. Same cereal, all different sizes, all different prices. And oftentimes when people shop for things like that, okay, they are going and they are buying based on like, oh, I think that we need like this amount of that thing right now, okay? But if you break down each of those items into a unit cost, you can actually determine where you're getting the best value for your money, and you can shop based off of saving yourself money rather than just looking at the size and picking the random one. So what else besides cereal can you think of that's sold like this? Miriam?
Milk.
Milk.
Candy.
Candy.
Like pop, like candies.
Pop, yep, cans of pop. Chips. Gus?
I was gonna say chips.
Beans. Probably different size beans. Think of it if you can come up with any non-food items, perhaps. Blake, if you had a different example, that's fine.
Like those groups of like water bottles.
So bottled water, yes.
Bikes.
Bikes. Bikes are typically sold individually. They're not sold in packs.
Oh, bikes.
Yeah, probably not bikes. Ella.
Paper towels.
Paper towels is a great example.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids. Yes, they sell different size boxes of Band-Aids. Thank you cards. That's a great example. I didn't think of that one. Elliot.
Dogs.
Dogs, not sold in packs typically. Toothpaste. Toilet paper. Laundry detergent. We could go on all day with lots of examples. Valentine's. Boxes of Valentine's. Good example for today. Okay, so when we do that with all the different things that we're buying that we buy in different size packages, we can end up saving a lot of money. So what we're going to do, for example, let's use this cereal here, is we're going to figure out right now I've got an 18-ounce box for $3.96 and a 24-ounce box for $4.80. I don't know off the top of my head which one's the better price per ounce, so let's break those down. So if you are at Cecilia, Blake, or Jonah's table, I want you to get me the price per ounce for the 18-ounce box. And if you are at Liv or Zach's table, get me the price per ounce for the 24-ounce box. So again, we're setting this up as cost on top, ounces on the bottom. What'd you get? So that is going to be what, 22 cents per ounce? Weston, did you get the 24-ounce box?
Yes, I got 0.2.
0.2, or we could call that 20 cents per ounce, right? So if we look at those, which one is cheaper per ounce?
That one.
The bigger box of cereal. Now, some of you are probably sitting there going, okay, whoop-de-doo, it's 2 cents. Well, it's 2 cents per ounce, and in a 24-ounce box, how much money is that right there? 48 cents. So let's round that for a second just to do some quick estimating. 50 cents total on the amount of ounces I'd be buying if I bought the bigger box, right? Well, my family eats a lot of cereal. Let's say we go through a box of cereal every week because that's what we eat for breakfast every week. Let's pretend, right? How many weeks are in a year? 52. So if I'm saving about 50 cents per week for 52 weeks in a year, how much money am I saving per year by buying based on cost per ounce with the cereal? Griffin? $26. That's not a lot of money, but that's just cereal. Think of all the things you guys just listed a minute ago that's sold like this in different size packages. Light bulbs is a great example. If you start shopping based on unit price, or cost per ounce, cost per pound, cost per whatever, and you find which one has the cheaper unit price, and you start shopping that way, you can save yourself a decent amount of money. Weston. Okay, So there are going to be times, though, where it doesn't make sense to use this method. So, for example, milk. Somebody said milk is sold like this, a half gallon and a full gallon of milk. If my family only drinks a little bit of milk a week, what do we know about milk?
It expires quickly.
It goes bad after a fairly short amount of time, right? Okay, so if I find that the bigger size milk is the better buy, but my family's not going to drink the bigger size before it expires, it doesn't make sense to shop that way, right? So I only want to do this for things that aren't going to go bad. Cereal has a pretty long shelf life. It will last for a while. You probably haven't ever used an expired roll of toilet paper, so that would probably be a safe one to buy. I don't need 36 rolls of toilet paper right now. Okay, so like we were saying, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right, for everything. Milk's not going to make sense to buy that way, but toilet paper doesn't expire. Laundry detergent doesn't expire. You can buy, even though I don't need 36 rolls of toilet paper at my house right now, I can throw it in a closet. It's not going to go bad, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. In your foldable, we're going to break down some unit costs and figure out what the best rate is. So all of these are looking at money. What did we say about money?
Money goes on top.
On top. I obviously can't flip mine on my iPad, so you're going to write underneath on your notebook paper. But let's set up money on top here. So it's $7.99 for 5 pounds of apples. We're going to get a unit cost there and a unit cost here. Go ahead and write those and calculate your unit prices and see what you can come up with. All right, what's the unit price of my 5-pound bag of apples? Miriam?
$1.59 for 1 pound.
Was it 1.598? So what's that 8 going to make us do? Yeah, good.
1.6.
So $1.60 per pound here. What do we get on our other side? Nice job. Blake? 1.
1.66.
Oh, okay, but if it's money, we want to keep it to the hundredths, right? So 1.6666 is going to round to just 1.
1.67.
Look. Oh, dear.
It's 1.66.
What's this tell me to do?
Round it.
Round up, $1.67.
No, it's 1.663. It's 1.6.
Oh, sorry, friends. It wasn't 1.66 repeating.
1.67.
What's this tell me to do?
Round down.
Keep it the same. $1.66 per pound. So, what would we say about the apples? If we break it down per pound, we can compare those. Which bag or package is the better deal here? The 5-pound bag. So, underneath both of those flaps, somewhere you find a space to write the 5-pound bag.
I like the bigger size.
The bigger size generally is going to break down to the cheaper unit cost, but it's not always the case, which is why it's important to check. Is a better buy. But when you're explaining this, you want to be cautious. You don't want to say because it's cheaper, because it's not cheaper, right? It's more expensive. It's cheaper per what?
Pound.
It's cheaper per pound. Good. So you should be writing this on yours. What I have on the board, you should be matching in your notebook. You want to write somewhere to kind of summarize. The 5-pound bag is a better buy. You can't just say because it's cheaper. You have to say because it's cheaper per pound. Apples are a thing that have a pretty long shelf life. You can keep apples in your refrigerator for a decent amount of time. They won't go bad. So this would be something that would make sense to get a 5-pound bag because they're not going to go. I put my apples in my refrigerator.
Where do you put your apples?
You have like a fruit
Some,
bowl.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Apples, either way, they don't have to be refrigerated.
If you put grapes in the freezer, they're better.
I like them like that.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get through these last two before it's time to go. So scoops of ice cream. Here, I'm going to give you a little trick. Perhaps you use this strategy next time you go out for ice cream with your family and you calculate the price and find, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, look. I'm actually going to calculate the price here, and I'm going to find something out that I think it would be a better value for your money to get me the 3 scoops, because, I don't know, we have to check the math. But let's say you go to Jenny's and you calculate this, you might blow your parents away with your math skills, and they might just agree to get you more ice cream because they're impressed. Jenny's is expensive.
Yeah, I don't think
All right, here we go. We're putting cost over scoops. $3.49 over 3. $2.79 over 2. And let's break it down. Who's got me a price per scoop on the 3 scoop, the triple scoop? Gus.
The triple scoop is equals to $1.16 per scoop.
$1.16 per scoop. What? Did I do it? No, I needed a lot of ice cream, so I just bought a big tub this time. Chase. But it actually is a better bargain, yes. $1.40 per scoop. Holy cow. So here's where you have to be careful about how you try to do your negotiations. Obviously, 2 scoops is cheaper than 3 scoops. But if I say, hey, if you break it down, it's actually only $1.16 per scoop to get 3 scoops instead of 2. So I'm getting more for your money. Like, it's a better value because we're getting more food per.
Cooper, the next time you go get ice cream, your mom's really nice, probably always gets you 4 scoops. So you'd be like, makes more sense to get 6. So save a lot of money.
Right? Our favorite ice cream shop is actually open this weekend. They close over the winter, but they're doing a pop-up this weekend, so maybe we do have to go get ice cream. It's called Sticky Fingers.
There's this one ice cream shop. It's called Hilltop Dairy Quest. It's really good. They have really good ice cream, but it's closed during the winter.
Is it?
Yeah.
So 3 scoops is a better value for your money. You know what? I don't ever have a hard time eating all my ice cream. I take ice cream eating very seriously. All right, we got one more to do. Crayons.
I love crayons. Oh my god, when you pulled up with the 100 crayons. I did that one time.
Who's got me a cost per crayon in the 20 crayon pack? Chase? So this is 12 cents per crayon, right? What about a cost per crayon, Anaya, in the 12 pack?
11 cents per crayon.
Okay, so this is our first example where the smaller packaging is actually the better deal, right? So Jonah, you're right when you said that it seems like the bigger package is always cheaper. A lot of times, like if your parents shop at like Costco or Sam's Club, those kind of bulk places, they sell bigger size packages of things, and a lot of times that is cheaper, but the bigger size packaging isn't necessarily always cheaper. So for this one, you might say, oh, the 12 pack is cheaper per crayon. I'm going to get 2 12 packs instead of a 20 pack because
$3.
it's cheaper per crayon. Here's where you're not necessarily going to benefit from using this strategy though. What am I going to get if I buy a 20 pack that I'm not going to get with 2 12 packs? A bigger variety in colors, right? So the 20 pack is likely going to be 20 different colors. I'm going to miss out on those extra 8 colors. So you've got to weigh. You can't always base it off of your unit price, but it is good to know. Okay? All right, we're going to stop there for today.